great.
There's just too much damage coming in from this
on
going
my
early with the
own, so
vengeance.
I
The
gotta
bottom!
They're still going to be going wild. Charge is committed. There's the Cold Ultra response, and Light will game number 1, 16-0. Nas, the next target, will fall.
Two champions going up against our defending MPL Philippines champions. I wonder what early rotation is going to look like. Are they going to barrel down on the jungle or maybe even the XP lane? How's Nats going to respond?
It's XP lane again.
Oh.
Similar to how Blacklist played against Bren. It's an early first level pressure onto Nats. And they're going to be sharing XP in the XP lane so that they can get quick levels, level 4 for Yue.
I like that. You know, get that early level that you can and then try to be aggressive. Even though my Venus is going to go ahead and get some of that vision here, but Light will most likely take care of that, push them out. And yeah, interestingly enough, how these rotations kind of dictate this game one. Again, a lot of this too can be up to momentum, and that's what we saw RSG do yesterday, right? And momentum is huge for them, and so we got to see if that plays the part here for this matchup.
We see here, Extort gets a little bit of time to breathe, goes on and recalls home. Down bottom though, Emon seems to be in trouble.
Emon's going to be in trouble here. Heavy spin already going to be used. He's trying to hold on, should be fine. Luckily, Light was there. And Emon will survive that one.
Great positioning by Emon to make sure that he gets heavy spun into an area that isn't way too deadly for him to handle.
Irad.
I think Edward wants to chase this down. Irad a couple hits away. First blood going to the hands of Oh My Venus. So RSG trying to get some space there in the enemy territory, but they get punished.
Did Irad spend his Phantom Execution?
He did not, actually. I think Ira just really trusted that he'd be able to get away with it, saved it up. But then the cooldown of that anyway isn't way too long.
That's right.
So I think Ira just kind of confident that he'd get away. But we commend there the rotation of Oh My Venus and Edward to ensure that they got that kill. That's, again, it seems like since yesterday when they faced Bren, Blacklist just know so well how the opposing X-Planer and Jungler and Roamer rotates. And that was a prime example of it.
You can ask the question whether they know or they're forcing him to respond a certain way.
All right, they already get the flicker out. Going to be fighting for the first turtle of the game. RWM going to come down too. Light quite low, has to flicker out defensively. Phantom Execution will help secure first turtle of the game for RSG.
Good to know that the young John Tuazon, despite the early fumble on the first blood, maintaining his composure.
Oh, Nav's hungry for a kill here. Will he be able to grid it down? Oh, no! Agent Zero able to survive with a sliver of health, and Nas is the one to get punished.
Ooh, fancy footwork there by Edward. He thought he was going left, but then he went right. He thought he'd go down, then he went up, and then he just survived through that, getting the kill onto Nas. What a play there, the micro showcase by Edward.
Well, still going to be going Light. Use the wild charge here. Oh My Venus. Ooh, still playing around. Edward going to help out here, forcing the back. Nas there as well. Doesn't want to make the same mistake. Will poke down Edward a little bit.
Oh!
Knows that he doesn't have the ultimate, but will back off ultimately.
Nas is so eager to go for round 2 so quick.
Confidence there. Nas. Still early game though, but seems like a lot of pressure is being placed on him and his lane. Bottom lane, here comes RSG in the gold.
I will see if he can survive this. There's the Cold Ultra response. Light gonna get dragged back. Real world manipulation comes down. Not gonna be enough as UA gets the kill. Gonna force Exort to flicker out. Emon working on that turret as well. Still on the run, the flicker comes through. There's the Stampede. Emon trapped in a bad position. Gonna get terrified here. Still up UA now. Has the flicker out, survives with 1 HP. Irad on the hunt. He knows the information is there. UA is not gonna let it happen. Recalls there. Irad thought he was in the bush, but still, Oh My Venus left. Herself here at the bottom side. Now Owl joining up. Not sure if RSG wants to commit to anything else.
Here's how long that sequence went. Light died at the start of that engagement, and then now he's back, and he's threatening another gank.
Let's run it back, boys, says Light. RSG Emon again. Fantastic position, acknowledgement of when to use his dash at the right time, when to use his ultimate at the right time, just to give him that little bit more inch of room to work with. And again, Blacklist fails take down the gold laner of RSG. Let's see what happens here for this next turn.
Edward and Owan is going to put back Navs here. He's about a half health. He's going to get the stun off, trying to get out of there. The final slash comes through as well. Irad joining the party, looking for a kill. Can they grab it? Vengeance going to be popped. Edward runs away with his life. Irad a little bit too late.
There's too much damage coming in from this Joy earlier with the Vengeance. The bottom!
They're still going to be going while Charge is committed. There's the Colt Ultra response, and Light will fall under the turret. Time and time again, Blacklist International coming out with wins. Wise will secure the turtle on top of it. Still on the hunt. Edward, how does he survive again?
Always just a sliver of health. What a showcase by these two teams. Blacklist International, though, in the lead. 2,000 gold. And you have to commend the timing again of Oh My Venus and the usage of that Cult Altar, waiting for the last possible moment she could use it. And of course, Edward just finding ways to survive and thrive.
Naf's going to get locked down here. Not going to be able to escape that one, even using the final slash. You can see really the focus on the XP lane of RSG here.
Here's what's so difficult about the situation RSG Slate are in right now. Yes, they're losing a lot of the upper quarter fights, but if it paid off by having Eman farm freely, then that would be alright, it would be a good trade. But no, even Owl is barreling down. They only have half health on this tier 1.
They get the wild charge off here. Oh My Venus gonna flicker out.
Wow.
Can Exort grab the kill? He can't. Meanwhile, the turret was being worked on by Owl. RSG just cannot find that kill they're looking for here. Now 2 members up top side. Nafs will save that turret from going down, but meanwhile, bottom will fall.
So the gold laner of Blacklist gets out of lane first. Slight advantage here for Owl.
Grand Theft Orange!
And Wise takes the buff off Irad. Ice Queen Wand picked up there by Exor should help with securing the kills with those slows. No pull will be found there by Blacklist. 4K gold lead. Slightly getting out of hand here for RSG. But you see them, they're getting to trap Blacklist. They're just lacking the damage. Once they get the damage, the question is, they have the defense because Blacklist at that point already has the damage and is midway through getting most of the defense they would want.
As far as I'm concerned, this 6-0 with a 4K almost gold lead for Blacklist International is something that RSG Slate have to address immediately. I'm not so sure if it's going to be off of Eman when he gets his farm, or if Exort here with the Impure Rage. I'm wondering if he's hoping that there was a mystery shop so he can get that key item much sooner.
Yeah, that would have been better. But I think he was just hoping that the mana might be able to help him stay longer in fights in the map.
Okay, they're going to poke down Blacklist a little bit. Final slash going to miss there from Nav. Still going to be working on the turtle. Half health. Yue dropping the real world manipulation. Who's going to be able to secure it? It is Wise that grabs it. Looks like RSG's on the defense. The run here. Exor trying to get out from Edward as he does. Blacklist furthering their lead.
Oh man, it seems to be another story of nothing to hold down the Joy.
Blacklist took away all of the best possible picks, the Franco, the Kaja. Good priority ban, set everything up for their Joy. Here at the bottom of the Owl.
Wow, Nav.
Look at
Just going to get deleted. It's Owl City. He's looking for more. Won't commit to Irad, but here comes Yue. Goes in with the flicker. The Terrified comes through. Couple hits away. Owl running to get the kill. Now it's Oh My Venus. He's trapped. Irad will fall.
Eventually, it still goes into the hands of Owl. You will not believe your eyes when this young man gets into the zone.
And RSG cannot believe this is the situation they find themselves in. It slowly ballooned to a 5,000 gold lead. A story of Blacklist just having the right utility to stay alive and RSG lacking the damage early on to finish the job. Look at Owl!
Naf once again, the 1 versus 1. He will lose it as Owl gets the kill. Again, Naf struggling here. 0-5 on this Arlott, a signature pick of his.
All right, we were talking about how Nat's clutch gene possibly comes in when he gets beaten up.
This is
when
beaten
the
up.
situation is dire. I don't think it's an understatement to say yes, this is getting beaten up.
Welcome to Owl City, a comfort carry pick, a laning stage that, although it was difficult for him, Blacklist got a victory in the bottom lane, in the gold lane for Al at just the right time. 27,000 damage dealt by him, 26,000 by Edward, 25 for the main man of RSG in this lineup, the Melissa, Eman.
Now the Lord has spawned about 6K at 10 minutes. That definitely feels like about a light year ahead.
Yeah.
Right? No pun intended. Light still playing that Grok. I'm guessing Raiders and the rest of RG slate in the back are hoping that maybe there's a chance. Oh!
Looking to beat him up some more. Nath's going to go 1 versus 4. Will get taken out. And that's going to be the tier 2 as well, going down for RSG. Blacklist International is relentless against RSG.
So the answer here is, yeah, let's have Nats buy time down bottom so Irad can split push. I wonder what the next step was, if ever that was successful, right? And if eventually they do get tier 1 up top.
At that point, it really was just to find a win, as little as it could be. Oh, look at Wise!
Okay, Irad going to get locked down with a heavy spin. That's too much damage to deal with. Owl will get the kill. And now Blacklist International in a good position to just take this Lord. Edward will force the rest of the team of RSG back. Nav's not going to be able to commit to that one. Lord secured for Blacklist International.
This has gotten out of hand for RSG. Completely dominated in this game number 1. No kills on the side of RSG. Already 3 main items built by Al, all the way up to the DHS alongside the Golden Staff and Corrosion Scythe. Only 2 items built so far for Eman. Exort struggling, only has the Ice Queen wand, still only about to build the Genius wand, while Edward already has a Divine Glaive on him. This Joy, again, it was drafted perfectly for Blacklist to let Edward shine on this role. And he's doing it in flying colors. Irad gets trapped by Wise.
Yep, Irad gonna get locked down once again. Owl grabbing the kill. And that is now another tough situation to be in for RSG as they have the Lord to deal with the bottom side.
Blacks International have taken all of the tools away from the mechanic. There's too much hold. All the angles that Irad can get to have been closed off. He is cordoned off. He is unable to do anything against Wise's Akai.
Right now, Blacklist International might possibly punch this game 1 in. They're looking to get the last inhibitor turret. They already got 2. No minions, though, to help them get that. But right now, this is just outgunned for RSG.
Outgunned, outmanned, outplanned. The way Blacklist has played here put RSG in a situation that they haven't seen quite yet in this weekend's playoffs. This is the toughest situation RSG slate has been.
Oh, Eman already have to escape that one. Owl going to be working on the turret, gets it. Looks like they get the discipline call to take off and leave RSG here. Again, scrapping for any type of XP, any type of gold they can find. They're forced to stay together. Light, pretty much the walking vision here for RSG.
The pulls, the real-world manipulation. Edward and Wise together, the patented and signature 3-2 split trade in major objectives, where Edward and Wise will just go to a turtle, while the rest of Blacklist will help their gold laner most likely. And they did that time and time again, and it worked.
It's going to be tough for Light. He has to use the flicker plus the ultimate Edward, though. Look at that, going to whittle down Light. And again, he is that front line for RSG here, and you can see both their front liners having a very difficult time even finding any angle here.
What's happening is Light is trying to check which lanes are free and forcing Blacklist to pay attention to him so waves eventually do crash and Eman can get to them. I believe that's the insurance policy here. You got to hold on, Eman. Times are tough, but when they do, the tough get going.
See if Irad will be able to get the orange buff here. He does. That's a slight, very, very slight
victory.
win for RSG. In the grand picture of the solo, Exort is
Edward gonna chase down 2 members of RSG. Exort gonna flicker into his death. UA will grab the kill. Emon falls as well. And now they're just unleashing on the Raiders here. The lockdown comes through. Irad is next. Triple kill for Owl. And once again, Blacklist International, the dominant game number 1, 16-0. Nas, the next target, will fall. They take game 1.
Tis but a clean victory for the Code Breakers in the first chapter of this best of 5.
17-0.